नमस्ते दोस्तों, शेखर्स एजुकेशन एंड ट्रैवल ब्लॉग्स में आपका स्वागत है। हमारा चैनल एजुकेशन एंड ट्रैवल का चैनल है, तो एजुकेशन का बहुत सारा कंटेंट इस पर है और ट्रैवल का बहुत तेरा कंटेंट है देश विदेश का। तो एजुकेशन का कंटेंट आज हम आगे बढ़ाने वाले हैं और उस पर एक बहुत ही अच्छा व्लॉग आपको हम दे रहे हैं आज। और ये व्लॉग जो एजुकेशन पर है ये करियर से संबंधित है। जॉब मार्केट में जब बच्चे पढ़कर निकलते हैं तो वो जगह जगह परीक्षा के लिए जाते हैं, इंटरव्यू के लिए जाते हैं और उनको अपना एक सीवी जो है वहाँ पर देना पड़ता है, करिकुलम विटाई या जिसको रिज्यूमे भी बोलते हैं। तो रिज्यूमे लिखना या करिकुलम विटाई लिखना एक बहुत बड़ा आर्ट है और इसको ऐसे कैसे लिखा जाए कि इसका जो रिक्रूटर है या नियोक्ता है, नौकरी देने वाला है, उसके ऊपर गहरा प्रभाव पड़े और वो नौकरी देने पर विचार कर सके। ये लिखना बहुत ज़रूरी है हर बच्चे के लिए जो कि जॉब के लिए जा रहा है। तो हम अपने आज के ब्लॉग में आपको दिखाएंगे एक इंटरनेशनल रिनाउंड एक्सपर्ट के द्वारा दिया गया टॉक, हाउ टू राइट ए करिकुलम विटाई और रिज्यूमे। करिकुलम विटाई या रिज्यूमे कैसे लिखें, एक हम अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर के एक एचआर एक्सपर्ट के द्वारा दिया गया टॉक आपके सामने प्रस्तुत कर रहे हैं। वीडियो पर बने रखिए, अंत तक देखिए। अच्छा लगे तो लाइक ज़रूर करिए, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करिए। सब्सक्राइब करने पर जो घंटी आए उसको ऑल नोटिफिकेशंस के लिए दबाइए। वीडियोस को शेयर भी करिए सब जानने वालों के साथ और कमेंट भी करिए। आपके कमेंट्स का इंतज़ार रहेगा। तो आइए अब हम ये करिकुलम विटाई लिखने या रिज्यूमे लिखने पर जो ब्लॉग है उसको प्रारंभ करते हैं।
Hi everyone, I'm an HR professional. I'm going to share some tips and advice on how to make a CV. I hope it's useful for everyone who is watching this video. Firstly, let's start with what is a CV. CV stands for curriculum vitae or resume as it's more commonly known in professional world. It's basically a written version of your profile, your skill sets, your academic qualifications, your experience, that you write down in a document, which can then be shared with or read by a prospective recruiter or hiring manager in any organization or company looking for candidates for jobs in their organization. Think of it as an elevator pitch of yourself without you being in the room or without you being actually able to present about yourself to that individual who is looking to hire. It's a very important tool and highly recommended for everyone graduating from colleges and schools into the professional world to have a CV so that they can share with prospective recruiters as and when they apply for jobs. Also, there are typically more candidates than jobs available, and CV is a useful screening tool used by recruiters and hiring managers to shortlist candidates from amongst all the profiles available in the market, in the talent pool, to really go after and hire the right candidate for their jobs. I'll break down the CV making process into 5 steps. The first one is don't expect perfection in the first attempt itself. I would recommend starting with just writing down a bullet point list of all your achievements, all your professional experience, key projects, the courses or subjects you have studied, the field work you have done, any internships you have done, any other extracurriculars which showcase your leadership. Just write down all the bullet points in a Word document. Just start there so that you have the basic content, the raw material already written down in front of you. When you have the laundry list of points, try to remove the ones which are not impactful and only retain the ones which you think are the most impactful for your profile. Remember, quality is more important than quantity. The second step or second tip I can give is there are many standard formats available on the internet on the CV format. You can just Google it. Even Microsoft Word doc has some templates. Typically, a CV has 5 sections. The first section is just the candidates or your name and your contact details, your email ID and your mobile number. That typically should be like the header or the start of the CV because it identifies who you are and how you can be reached at. The second should be a table of your academic qualifications, your master's degree, bachelor's degree, your class 12th and 10th marks, scores, grades, and the year of passing or graduation. That should be like the second section. The third section should typically be a list of key professional experiences or field work or internships or any other organizational or industrial experience that you might have, and the key projects you undertook, the impact it drove, when did it happen, and so on. That typically should be the third section. If you don't have it, it's fine. Typically for students who have not been exposed to this, they can skip this section if they don't have points on this. The fourth section should be the key courses and subjects you have studied. Again, I wouldn't recommending the laundry list of courses and subjects, but try to list the key ones which you think can be of benefit and use in the kind of job you're applying for, and also list any key papers you have written, any research work you have done, any presentations you have made under that course. The fifth and the last section should be the extracurricular section, and the point of this section is not to showcase your hobbies, but more about the leadership skills and the leadership you demonstrated in these extracurricular activities. These should typically be the 5 sections in a CV. The third step I would say is when you have like a format from the internet, or you're free to make your own format in Word doc with the 5 sections I just said. Try to use Microsoft Word doc. I have generally found it to be a more versatile tool as compared to say a PowerPoint or an Excel or any other tool, because Word has many formatting features. You can have tables, you can have color formatting, you have different fonts and size and all of that. So it really is a very versatile tool and very, very easy to format tool for making a CV especially. The fourth one I would say is, as I said earlier, quality is more important than quantity. Try to restrict your CV to one page, with the most impactful, tangible achievements. If possible, don't go beyond one page. You can go max to 1.5 pages, but generally people who are looking to hire recruiters, hiring managers, business leaders, they typically don't have too much time to read long profiles and long CVs. So try to make sure your elevator pitch is concise, precise, and to the point. And the fifth and the last one I would say is just some hygiene checks. So make sure you have done spell check, you have checked for any spelling errors, grammatical errors. Make sure the language is professional. Avoid the use of casual tone. Make sure you have proofread the CV. Make sure when you save the file, it has a professional name and there is no hint of casualty or casualness or casual tone anywhere in your CV. Those are some 5 foundational and key steps in how to make a CV. Some other steps or tips I can give is always read through and make sure it's reading right. And if you're making a CV for the first time, I highly recommend reviewing it and taking feedback from your seniors or somebody who has more experience, maybe your friends, your people in your family, and run it past by them and review with them so that they can give you a fresh pair of eyes and a second look on the version you have created, so that it's the best version of yourself and of your profile going out in the industry. And the last thing again to repeat is, it's not a one-shot process. It generally takes couple of iterations, versions, revisions. So be patient, plan for it in advance, and make sure that when you have the final version, you feel happy with it. So I hope this video was useful, and good luck to everyone watching this.
दोस्तों, अभी आपने एक इंटरनेशनल एक्सपर्ट द्वारा दिया गया करिकुलम विटाई या रिज्यूमे लिखने पर व्याख्यान सुना, जो कि अत्यंत उपयोगी होगा, मेरा पूरा विश्वास है। तो आप हमारे चैनल पर बने रहिए, वीडियोस को देखते रहिए, इसको सब्सक्राइब करिए, और हम आपको पूरा भरोसा देते हैं कि आपके लिए ऐसे ही उपयोगी व्लॉग्स हम भविष्य में भी लेकर आते रहेंगे। तो एक बार फिर सब्सक्राइब करने, वीडियोस को लाइक करने, कमेंट करने, शेयर करने की अपील के साथ हम इस व्लॉग को यहीं समाप्त करते हैं। नमस्ते, फिर मिलेंगे।